There's nothing better than the sunset on the Lowell Rail Yard on a cool, crisp February evening. Welcome back, guys. Today marks the long-awaited return of my train videos on my channel. I know a lot of you all have been asking for this since I stopped early this year, but we're back. Today what we're looking at is a large selection of clips that I've shot over the past year or so. Primarily, all pride and service on the Cumberland Valley subdivision. What we're looking at here is the GMS-2 Geometry Car sitting in Lowell Yard. This made a visit on the CV early this year and did its sort of routine maintenance check on all the different branches and trackage and everything before making a return trip to Corbin. So we'll take a closer look at the GMS-2 here as I explain a few things. If you haven't noticed already, we have commentary. I've been thinking about this for a while and I wanted to give it a whirl here. Picked up a mic at Walmart in the clearance aisle a little while back and it's just sat on my shelf, so I wanted to see what I could do with it, and I definitely want your guys' feedback on it. Taking a look there at some of the scanners and sensors and everything underneath the GMS-2. I also want to take this time to mention that the soundtrack that you hear behind my commentary is done by my cousin Quinton Kelly. He is very talented and I will link his channel in the description. Go check it out. And so the Cumberland Valley subdivision got really lucky in the early part of this year on special schemes and everything to show up. 9/11 had left Waycross on a M652, if I recall correctly, trailing. And once they got it to Kingsport, just by chance, it ended up on Eastman power. And so a good chunk of this video is going to be nothing but 9/11 at different Eastman points on the CV, as I call them. Right now, we're looking at 9/11 at the floodgates of Lowell Yard. This is after its first load at Balkan. E and CO90 are empties and loads that run between Lowell, Kentucky and Kingsport, Tennessee for the Eastman Chemical Power Plant. They typically load between several different loadouts on the CV. Now this is where things get cool. As you can see, we have a state trooper parked in front of 9/11. Now, this is at the NRG loadout in Dione, Kentucky. Whenever we found out that it was making the trip up there, we made a few phone calls and notified a few friends of ours, and there was a few law enforcement appearances here. Our friend Brandon Burton was present here. Now, for the sake of sights and sounds, I'm going to try to keep the commentary specifically in drone clips, as there's not much sound to try to overlap. Shout out to my good friend Evan Miller, who I met up with at this point. Now here we've got another good aerial looking at 911 leading on the EO90 as it loads at NRG. In the background is Dion Baptist. If you pay close attention, you'll be able to see me, my friend Jeremy Williams, and a couple crew vans all parked there at the church. Here we catch a little of the reverse move after EO90, now CO90, finish loading. As you can tell, NRG is one of the older loadouts on the CV. Here I'd like to give a special shout out to my friend Brian Lane, the loadout operator here at NRG. And we have more of an aerial shot looking back towards the loadout, followed by a very rough clip of the light power runaround. And I'll try to keep this short and sweet. We are now fast forwarding to a Creech load. Here we have CO90 coming out of the hauler by Glidden. Stop recording. Since the last clip, we have now moved down to the Baxter Interlocking Tower, built in 1926. "911" is leading the CO90 coming back into the yard. Baxter Tower stayed in service a handful of years and was shut down in the early 30s, and it's remained abandoned ever since. This clip was taken by my dad, as you'll see in the next clip. I was standing a little farther back at the switch post. Jumping from February to April, where on a R614 for Lynch, we got lucky and got 3194. This clip was taken around midnight on April 28th, and we're watching 3194 roll into the yard at Lowell. Eastman power over to the side there. And we're going to take a look at an amazing shot that my dad caught with his iPhone, looking at a Harlan City police cruiser who was there for the occasion. And we're watching 3194 leave and head down the Poorfork. next day, and we are watching a reverse move at Lynch 3. We are currently sitting just outside of Cumberland, Kentucky. The runaround happened upon arrival last night. What just happened was the 110 empties were run under the loadout and shoved back so the reporting marks could be scanned in order to form an accurate report of how many hoppers and the reporting marks for each hopper. This last shot here is just to close us out of a separate Lynch 3 load. Special shout out to my great friend Bucket, the Lynch 3 loadout operator. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Leave any and all feedback below. Any questions, comments, concerns. I'll be sure to read them all and respond to as many as I can. Thank you guys for all the support you guys have given me, even in my absence over the last several months. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the vlogs and all the other content that I've been trying to get up. I've got a few other things planned for the future, and so hopefully stick around, see some new stuff. I thank you guys for watching. I thank you for all the support you've given me thus far, and I hope to see you guys soon for another one. God bless you guys.